Okay, we'd now like to show you how to coat up boards with adhesive. This is a product called Self-Wear Mount Film or Media-Tac. It's a double-sided adhesive with a release paper on one side only. You'll notice that the actual roll of material has to be set up so that the adhesive is coming off the bottom of the roll. We'll put it onto the back mandrel. It just slides on, drops back down into place. Try and locate it to the center of the machine. The rubber bands here will actually lock the roll from turning on the actual bar itself. We'll then pull the adhesive, as I say, from the bottom of the roll. Just let it drop and hang in front of the top roller. We then need to use a leader board. Now the leader board is something of the same thickness of the substrate that we're going to coat up to, approximately the same sort of width of the roller material that's on the machine. We just line it up with the front of the rollers, pop it onto the adhesive and push it down. We can then push that into the rollers at a comfortable speed, have it in forward, switch it onto automatic, and it'll just wind itself through. Okay. We can then take our next board that we need to coat up with adhesive, making sure that it's nice and clean. Line that up into the rollers and send it through. Once you're comfortable, we can then speed this up. We can then take our next board that we need to coat up with adhesive, and once that first one's gone through, you'll notice that the actual roll, once there's nothing in between the rollers, you'll notice that the actual roller material will stop from moving, so you're not in too much of a rush to get the next one through. We can just introduce it, speeding it up as we go along if we're more comfortable with. The process. We'll now show you how to mount an image down onto a coated board. This is the pre-coated board that we've shown you earlier how to do, which is the double-sided mount film, the Self-Wear mount film, sorry, or the Media-Tac adhesive. We'll start with one corner on the shortest edge, flick up the release liner, fold it back and put a physical crease in there. We can then take our image, using our tack cloth, tack rag, wipe off the back, making sure that it's clean, and turn it over. Position it so that it's lined up with the edge of the board. We can then tack it down in the center of the print and smooth it outwards. Take your knife, trim off through the release liner, folding that back down, so the only release paper we're going to take away is directly underneath the print. Over to the rollers. We introduce the board parallel to the center of the rollers. We can then catch the first inch, 25 millimeters that we've stuck down by hand, into the rollers. The print goes up over the top of the rollers. We can then pull the release liner back approximately halfway, set the rollers going, and while keeping this print nice and tight against the top roller. Taking the release liner off at the same time. We then have a mounted image.